officer to read the recommendations from the closed meeting.
Mr Mayor, thank you. Item 6.1 on the subject of submission redactions for 2022, Council resolved that the information in the report be acknowledged. Item 6.2 on the subject of electricity procurement, Council resolved 1, to note the report on electricity procurement. 2, to note that a reduced tender period had been considered. 3, to resolve that because of the extenuating circumstances set out in the report, a satisfactory result would not be achieved by inviting tenders for the aggregated procurement of electricity for large market sites and street lighting, which are due to commence on 1 January 2023. 4, to note that the reasons for the decision of the Council in Resolution 3 are as follows. A, the services with respect to which the tender relates can only be provided by energy retailers. B, Council has received expert advice that due to the nature of the relevant market offers from those retailers, which will be made in response to the request for tender, will only be open for acceptance for a period of 1 to 2 weeks. D, even if the tender period was shortened to 7 days as permitted under the regulations, some if not all of the relevant tenders would expire prior to Council being able to undertake an assessment of tenders. Report the matter to Council and resolve to accept or reject any tenders. D, this would result in Council either having no valid tenders which is able to accept, or it would not be able to consider for acceptance all of the tenders lodged in response to the request for tender. E, this would not be a satisfactory result for Council. 5, delegate the authority to execute the contracts for the supply of electricity for large market sites and street lighting to the Chief Executive Officer and advise Central and New South Wales Joint Organisation Council's decision. Thank you, Mr Mayor.
Thank you, Mr CEO. Councillor Floyd.
Yeah, thank you, Mr Mayor. Just two very quick open questions. First one being the recent council conference, any of us that were unavailable to go, is there anywhere we can look for any reports or minutes or anything of that particular? There is a website for that one. Yep, that's good. Yep. And second one.
And Mr Chair, I think Director Rob is going to write a report.
There will be a report comes. Just a general report, not in detail, but just a general report.
I just thought it was good for those others of us that didn't get there to have an idea of what went on. That was great. And just secondly, earlier on in the week, I was very happy to see that we approached the Lismore Council with any offers of help in their current situation. Have we received anything back from any of those councils up in that area for any assistance that we could procure to them?
We got a letter acknowledging our letter of request, but nothing in stone. And Councillor, hang on, Councillor Miletto asked a question of the CEO of what we could offer and planning or equipment, but it'd have to be in conjunction with other agencies that are up there.
So what happened with the bushfires? There was a call out for. Eventually, the agencies got together and said, right, we want to call out for machines of this type, and we'll keep our hand up.
So Duffy.
Yes. I don't think we should be jumping in too early, simply because you have natural disaster money coming from federal and state governments and those sort of things.
You haven't been asked for anything, so we're not jumping in anything, but we'll keep an eye on it. I'm sure if we're in floods, we'd get the same letter. Okay, well, I'll close the council meeting at 8:38 and thank you all for your attendance. Thank you.